Hey everybody, it's Robbie. There's more and more stuff coming out about the Vessel of Hatred 2.0 PTR that we can play next week. There's been a lot of data mines. Keep in mind that these might not be final, but we basically have, it looks like, a new way to target farm the Mythic Überuniques in one of the new endgame systems here, where we can get like a unique Nightmare Dungeon sigil. We have a first look here at the Scroll of Retempering, which might be a little outdated at the moment, but it's a first look. And we also have new elixirs, new instances, and a bunch of more stuff here in this data mine. And you can check everything out yourself here. They have been hard at work and also updated the skill trees on the planners and stuff. And there's just so many informations here that are in the game right now, and on coming here out on Wednesday. So it's directly from the Diablo 4 client. Some of it may differ from what's described in the patch notes. So take it all with a grain of salt, but there is a lot of interesting stuff here. So first of all, people discovered like a lot of these consumables here, and thanks for linking this to me. There's a bunch of new consumables. We have Kasra, and they're also calling it raids here, at least internally. Kasra, Dark Citadel. There is this Scroll of Restoration, which basically restores tempering charges. And this already has been hinted by Adam Fletcher that this is outdated, so maybe it's going to restore all of the tempering charges, but it's only usable once per item. So bricking will still exist, and this is target farmable in the Dark Citadel that you can only access in a minimum of 2 people. Then they also have something that they call like raid banners here, and they basically give bonuses when you're clicking a raid banner. I'm assuming this is going to be something in the game like the flags that you can click on at the waypoint, and you click this banner and then it's going to give you basically like a bonus. And this gives you a crit bonus, it gives you elite damage. It also makes the raid harder here. When applied to a raid banner, clickers are cursed with the Gaze of Lilith. Demon portals will randomly spawn, but the boss chest may contain more valuable rewards. So you can like literally juice the rewards. And there's also something here that is reminding me of the mind cages from Helltide, where you can basically boost the levels of these Kasra raids in the Dark Citadel for more rewards and more difficulty in a way. And then also here you get resource generation from these banners, and you get shields, you get attack speed, some pretty cool stuff in here. And then they also showcased in this data mine here some instances that they found in the data, where it basically increases potion capacity. This one here is pretty cool, increases damage by 5% for all nearby players, and again for even more when there's dead players near you. So maybe it's a good strategy, like you just die and you stay on the floor, and I don't know, like the sorcerer does more damage suddenly. Also here, this one is very interesting. Uncapped increases all stats by plus 30, and after killing an enemy you gain more all stats for 5 seconds. Which sounds pretty cool. Also a lot of movement speed here for each nearby player with instances. So these are like type 2 instances most likely. Yeah, most of them are type 2 instances, so you can stack them with Chores of War and other instances that you want. And then they also data mined, I think, more than 10 mounts coming. So we're getting a green-eyed devil mount, we are getting a lion mount, you can literally ride around on the king of the jungle. We're getting a panther, we're getting a cheetah. So let me zoom in a bit. Panther, cheetah, we're getting a leopard, we're getting a lion. We're also getting a female, a lioness. That's gonna be super cool. We're getting a puma. We're getting a tiger. We're getting another panther here. And it's like a bunch of more, I don't know, nude cat. Maybe this is gonna like happen as well. Like, you know, there's like all kinds of different animals with and without fur, I guess. So pretty cool. Lots of mounts. And I mean, you can check this. I'm gonna link this below, and you can let me know in the comments. There's gonna be so many more things. They also showcased here some of the trade agreements that it looks like we have access to. This is like from the bartering with your mercenaries. You can get a bunch of rewards here, and it looks like you can target farm like different aspects here. You have the mobility aspects, the resource aspects, so pretty nice way to target farm them. And I think there was also like other kind of materials here that you can get, basically. Like you can target farm like different masterworking, different crafting materials. I think there was also a way here you can farm specifically provides the opportunity for Subu, this is the Drunken Archer, to offer a cache of Lord Zir summoning materials. So you can like target farm blood, you can target farm like basically all the different materials, corrupted hearts here, and so many more things. So this is looking to be a pretty cool system, which basically allows you to get a certain reward. So if you just like to do Lord Zir, you can just get a bunch of blood from these kind of bartending with the vendors. And oh, actually there's also another one here. You can also target farm runes. So this probably will allow you to target farm like the effect runes, condition runes, and they still called effect and condition in this, because this is like how I like to call them as well. Like the ritual name doesn't make too much sense, I think. So you can also target farm like legendary runes with this. And yeah, just a very cool way of getting these kind of items. Then they also showcased some new elixirs here. I'm not really sure what to think of these. Like these might just be placeholders, but there are some pretty cool ones here. This one is the extra damage against hollows. This is basically the new mob type in the new Naha 2 area. And then we have here Elixir of Sacrifice, so rare elixirs. Right now, every elixir in the game is pretty much magic, right? But we are getting another tier. It's not legendary yet, but it's getting rare elixirs. Same for the instances. And look at these effects here. Every 10 seconds, your next core skill heals you and your allies for 5% of max health. And it restores an additional 5% for each nearby, up to 20. So it looks like you can get a 25% healing from this. Then another one here, Elixir of Aggression. Damage reduction 10% after killing 20 enemies. Your next core skill taunts enemies. Then we have the Tailwind here, movement speed. And it also leaves behind a trail that grants other players more movement speed. We have Elixir of Swift Revival, more healing. And revive speed. So if somebody dies, this is probably a consumable that is best suited for the raids. So you can actually revive other people. And you can get 10% movement speed after you revive other people. And then it also looks like there's first hints here at the season mechanics. We don't know what Zakarum remnants are. There's been more stuff here that we were able to find. Enemies have a chance to drop rewards coming from seizing Opal on death. But like, don't think about this too much. We'll probably get like a detailed outlook. Season 6 is confirmed to have a separate theme, and they are not ready to you know, showcase this yet, but I'm pretty sure we will learn about the seasonal theme pretty soon. There's also some nice hints here in the Datamine. Super cool. Again, you can like scroll through this yourself and check it out. And then probably the biggest one here that people found, it has to do with the new endgame mechanic here, and this is the Kurast Undercity. We talked a lot about the Dark Citadel that is group only, but there's actually a second endgame activity coming in Vessel of Fate, which is the Kurast Undercity, and this is basically a multi-stage time attack dungeon. And the way they described this to me in the interview is that you have a certain amount of time, and the time obviously ticks down and you have to kill monsters. And if you kill elites and stuff, you get bonus time. And the more monsters you kill, the more rewards you get at the end. And there's also these sigils here for the Undercity that seem to be data mined here. So completing the dungeon, and like read this, with the last attunement rank 1. I don't know exactly what this means, but this sigil basically requires to be on Torment difficulty 4. Again, this is like Pit 130. Difficulty roughly, so you need a strong character to do this. But completing the dungeon with at least 1 attunement rank rewards several uniques with an increased chance of target farming here, mythic uber uniques. So all these ones have basically different kind of rewards, and there's also one here that is very interesting, the Tribute of Radiance, which gives you ancestral legendaries with at least 2 greater affixes, not 3, but 2. This is already insane. So you can get kind of the best items, like most of the GG items are like, I don't know, 2. I mean, sometimes it's 3 greater affixes, but being able to target farm 2 greater affixes, and then obviously you have a 10% chance that the third affix is also a greater affix, and then you're gonna get 3 of them. So these are pretty wild. You can also get masterwork materials. You can also get boss materials here. These are the world tier, or the Torment 2 ones. These are the Torment 3 ones here. And then there's a Tribe of the Titans. We don't know exactly what this is. But yeah, there is so much cool stuff here in the Datamine. Again, just gotta take this a bit with a grain of salt, because we don't truly know if this is all gonna be fun, right? Like, we are just playing the PTR. We also have like the entire new temper manuals here that is in the Datamine, so you can see all of that as well. And there's even more stuff here that I haven't like fully checked out, like seasonal consumables. Okay, these are old here. There's also these scrolls, and then we have the rune Datamines. We already seen all of these. And reputation caches here, probably also from the mercenaries here that you can basically bargain with. And yeah, Dark Citadel is gonna be amazing. There's also these scrolls here that show that you can summon goblins and stuff. We already seen this in the blog post. So this is another scroll reward probably from the Dark Citadel, where you can summon goblins. You can summon an anvil that can be used for players to repair their gear. This is probably during the dungeon raids. There's a scroll here that revives nearby players. There's one that prevents durability loss. So I think they are gearing up to let us face some hard raid challenges here, where people are actually gonna die a lot, man. Like, with all these with all these different stuff. And then the raid banners, I think, are like a super cool principle. And yeah, I'm surprised, like, they're actually calling it raids now. So I mean, the community has all been calling it raids like ever since it was announced. And I think, in my opinion, I mean, it's really raids, right? Because like, you are basically in a team fighting different bosses. And we're also gonna see some pretty amazing transmogs. I think like these mount cats that we've seen, like there's like about 10 different mounts that you can equip here. So right now we only have this one in the game, but again, you can ride a lion, you can ride a lioness, you can ride a panther, a cheetah, a jaguar, everything. So I'm super excited for this. Again, check out Datamine. I'm gonna link this in the description, and there's probably more stuff that people will discover. But again, take it with a grain of salt. There's actually been a confirmation already that some of this stuff may be or is outdated. Adam Fletcher commented this on one of my tweets when I was showcasing these Scroll of Restoration. He didn't exactly say what is outdated, but I would assume that the temper charges are gonna restore all your tempers rather than just 4 charges. But then again, this usable once per item, they've also said this multiple times in the various interviews and streams, that you can still brick your items in the end, it seems. But you're gonna have an extra chance with the Scroll of Restoration, and you can also find it in the open world. So that's pretty cool. Log in, lots of rewards. On Wednesday, the PTR starts to test a lot of this. I'll see you then. Take care, my friends. GG. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.